Ladies and gentlemen, it is the trendsetter here, 2018 Las Vegas. First time for me ever to be here. And I bumped into somebody I actually ran into quite a while ago in New Jersey. I won't tell you where I ran into her, though, but it was all clean. Bridgette B. Bridgette, thank you so much for coming on here. It's great to see you again.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure. We met in Stilettos in New Jersey, so no dirty thoughts there. He was such a gentleman. Here we are again.
Yeah, I said clean. So, but no, she was a joy to talk to. And again, what I enjoyed most was our conversation. Whether you believe me, it doesn't matter. But Bridgette, it's so great to see you here in Las Vegas. First time for me here, so it's really cool to see here at the AVNs, where it's like literally like the Super Bowl. It feels like the Oscars of everything that's going on, all the work that happened in 2017 happened right here in 2018. So I'm always interested in asking the talent's perspective on things like, what's it like from the performer's point of view when you come out here and you see all your fans, whether you're doing feature dancing, whether you're doing special appearances, or especially here. What's it like for you to see all these people support you and show the appreciation they have for your work?
We love it. We want it. We appreciate it. We do our job because of that. You know, at the end of the day, it's still a job. We're still entertaining, but it's also sex, and it's also this part of like an atmosphere where everything's so positive, and we're just exploring and letting others explore with us and just having a good time. Can't beat it.
Yeah, it seems like a really friendly atmosphere over here. When it comes to events like this, I'm curious, you know, this is all accumulation of 2017. So with that being said, how was 2017 for you? How was your New Year? How was your Christmas?
Woo! 2017 was awesome. There was a little bit of change in my career. There's a little bit of a renaissance. I happened to have changed a little bit in my looks department. So it's kind of been a renaissance in my career. So 2017 was really busy, and I'm nominated this year for MILF of the Year. And then I won at XBiz for the award show last year. For
Congratulations.
Thank you. Best virtual reality scene, because we are coming with the times, and we're adapting and changing with it. Love it. Having a great time.
Do you think that's part of the evolution of the adult film industry right now, going to something like maybe virtual reality?
Absolutely. And I just did a couple of scenes for Warcraft. I cannot, the two worlds are meant, like, you guys do this Warcraft thing.
I'm not part of it, but it's so popular right now.
The gamers?
Yeah.
Well, we are blending them both. Now a man or a girl will really not have to leave her or his apartment or house.
Something I didn't get a chance to ask you, because obviously our conversation back then was very limited, but something I was always curious. I mean, you've been in this business for quite some time now. Like I said, you're kind of reinventing yourself. How important is that in this business in terms of, I just spoke to sort of people, they've been in the business for 10, 11, maybe 12 years.
Right.
How important is it for an individual and performer to kind of reinvent themselves and make themselves more notable using tools like, for example, social media?
Thank God for social media. It has been the platform for so many of us for our marketing. And like I said, when I started the business, it wasn't as heavy and it wasn't as great as it is now with the social, but you could literally have a brand new career within 1 million followers. Thank you to my 1.2 million followers. Thank you.
And obviously your followers admire your work, and I respect not only your work, I see your work, but I respect your work ethic in that too. That being said, what do you do to kind of decompress? Because I always feel like for the journey for us on the High Spot Podcast, we so badly want to get ourselves out there and branch out, but sometimes you have to kind of maybe take a step back a little bit, enjoy the journey rather than worry so much about the destination. What do you do right now to kind of allow yourself not to get too overwhelmed by the journey at hand?
By the way, these are excellent questions. He is a great little interviewer.
Thank you. Well, I'm only little because she's wearing like gigantic heels. When I met her, we're like the same height, so yes, I am little.
Oh, decompression is as an OG of this sort of. Yeah. It's all about my compression socks, my little bath bubbles at night, my masks. I've learned to keep certain things at bay, such as the partying and all that, because I'm here for a mission is to meet all of everyone here, and I want to be nice and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as they say.
Well, you're always bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with us, so you always have a smile on your face, and I appreciate that. Two more final for me, though. With, we talked about social media and what's like to brand yourself, too. How important is it for you, too, to surround yourself not only with decompressing and relaxing, but surround yourself with positive influences in your life? Because although social media is a very powerful tool, there's a lot of negativity behind anything. There's a lot of criticism, a lot of scrutiny, no matter what you do, not just the adult film industry business. So what do you do, or what do you surround yourself with to kind of to avoid that noise that you hear all the time?
There's a lot of noise on social media, and thank you very much for bringing that up, because unfortunately we've had a couple of incidences within our community, and it's a small community, so it's a lot more broad and it's more brought to light, but it happens every day with children and etc. is really developing a thick skin and really being comfortable with yourself. And especially in this environment where I am an adult entertainer, you have to be an adult about things. And hopefully the bullying and all that can like subside and realize that we all are adults and consenting. And what I choose to do with my body is more important than what you choose to watch, because you can just turn it off.
When it comes to this career, how far do you plan ahead? I mean, you always have to think 2 steps ahead of everything. So, like, for example, 2018, you obviously have certain projects ahead and certain goals you want to achieve. You know, at this stage right now, is it as important as achieving the goal? In terms of, like, for example, we're here at the AVN Awards, you're nominated. Is it the honor of the nomination, or is it more just enjoying that you're still being recognized for what you do?
It's this is about my 7th to 8th like full-blown time in the business, in the industry, and it's my first time signing with Brazzers. And I have been working with them a long time, and to tell you that this has been one of my goals, it's done. I am so happy to be here with them. I couldn't believe, when they invited me to be here, I was like, who, me? I was still shocked. I was looking around, I'm like, it's the wrong person. They're like, no, you're welcome, we want you here. And I'm like, that's one of my goals, and here I am. I'm booked now until about June, and you kind of just take it all in stride, and I'm like, I'm really happy about it because I still love to do what I do.
I love how you say that you're like, who, me? Because when I first met you and just talking to you now, you seem very humble at heart. So are there any moments where you kind of sit back and like, you take it all in like, wow, they're coming to see me. Like, I'm not anything special, I'm just doing a job. How much of it is like, do you have to take yourself out of Bridgette B?
100%. Expos like this gives you the opportunity to meet us on a one-on-one. So right now you're really getting the true me, not so much on set and not so much on a stage. So this is about as raw as it gets, other than meeting me at a convenience store or 7-Eleven.
Saying what's up.
And saying what's up. And
we're the sales right now.
Which, by the way, love it. But the little shy, high school girl who was always in the corner, never went to prom and never had a boyfriend, thanks everyone.
And we thank you, obviously, because we appreciate everything you do. So thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Before we end this, I have to do this because I want to do, since the first day I met Bridgette B, what I want to do is I want to include you into a special club, an elite club. Now, don't worry about it. You don't have to sign any paperwork, no waiver or anything like that. Put these 2 fingers together like this and these 2 up like that, and now we touch. So, guys, what that means right now is that Bridgette B just joined the High Spot Podcast. She's officially a member of the crew, which means, and I did this in Exotica, unfortunately we weren't there, so that's why I came here specifically for this reason, is that we support you, we're behind you, everybody that watches us will always have your back too. Thank you so much, Bridgette.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
Bridgette B, ladies and gentlemen.